welcome to my channel. My name is Ellen. I'm an artist. This is going to be a semi-art vlog, just kind of going through my life. I am painting in real time just so you can see a little bit of what it takes, like how long it usually takes for me to paint, so you can get some ideas. I'm currently painting a watermelon themed mermaid because I just kind of got obsessed with painting fruit themed mermaids for the month of May. In case you don't know, May, every year for the month of May, artists get together and they do this art challenge called Mermaid. Some people post prompts for different themes. Some people just paint based on paint, draw, sculpt, whatever your medium is, based on whatever it is that they're inspired by. Some people make up their own prompts like months in advance, and I'm just kind of going with the flow. I kind of wanted just to stick to fruit theme. I set a goal of painting at least 5 mermaids this month. So far, I've painted 4, and I have the line work illustration ready for a 5th one. I just haven't gotten around to painting it yet, but I will keep you guys posted on how all that's going to turn out as I paint more going forward. But this was really fun. I didn't really expect to really dive into like a fruit theme this month. I have so many different ideas, so many different inspirations. Grits, tofu, and biscuits. I went out with my family for Mother's Day. Here is my non-alcoholic cocktail. I think it's called an OL. And this is like a little bit of what the bar looked like. We were at Cindy's rooftop. Here's what my family looks like. I didn't want to show their faces because, they didn't consent to being in this video or anything like that. I just want to show some footage of me here just to like make things a little bit more interesting. So this is the Spirit Free menu. I got the cherry gin lemon thing, and it's pretty nice. Here is me in the bathroom. I really like this wallpaper art. It has like sailboats and like feathers, and I don't know what type of bugs those are, but they kind of remind me of a peacock, and I just thought that was kind of cool little added touch for them to have. Here is me walking from the bathroom back to the table where my family is sitting. I was with my sister, my cousin, her mom, my auntie. We had another cousin with us earlier, but it was a long wait. I arrived there around 5, like 4 or 5, and it took us about 2 hours to get seated and about 30 minutes for the food and stuff to come. It's a busy Mother's Day weekend. They actually didn't have a vegan menu, but the waitress said that she can ask the chef to make me this vegan pasta. This is what Millennium Park looks like from the view of Cindy's rooftop. I did walk over there to try and catch some footage before we left, before the sun went down, once I was finished eating. And, I never been here before, so this is just how everything is looking. I did not know that they moved the bean from where it originally was to the top of a building, so that was an interesting find. Here's a little footage from downtown. There's my auntie that just turned around, but I didn't get her face. And then in the pink is my cousin, her daughter, and then my sister in the green jacket. All these little spots that were open late were kind of packed. At the corner, there was a dessert spot that was packed, and we were just having fun, goofing around. We're all going into my sister's car because my cousin is in from out of town, and she's going to drop her off at her hotel, and then I think that she's dropping my auntie off at her car too, and then my sister is dropping me off at home. I do not drive. I do not have a car, so I definitely appreciate the ride, and this is a little bit of what Lakeshore Drive was looking like on Mother's Day, and I just thought everything was cool. It's nice for the weather to heat up. I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw this puppet twerking on a pole, and I thought it was funny. I went to this Fancy Plants Cafe to get this vegan croissant sandwich. My only gripe is that it has no seasoning and there's like no sauce or anything on it. But, it's nice to be able to go to a cafe to get vegan options. They had some art on the wall. I'm pointing my phone up because there's people in the cafe, and I'm really trying not to film strangers and like put them in my videos and stuff. And that is what is called Fancy Plants. This is what it looks like from the outside. You can kind of see the people, but there's a glare, so I'm not showing anybody's faces. I really like these colorful flower pots. So today is Wednesday, May 15th. It's about 7 p.m. If I seem like I am low energy today, it is because I am. So today I started off by making myself a matcha, like a lavender matcha latte with oat milk, fully expecting that that'll help give me the energy boost I need to prepare myself for the day. I had a dental appointment today at my old job because I had like some tooth sensitivity, and I just went there for x-rays just to see like what the doctor would say. And she basically told me that because of a cavity that I had before, and like the filling and the placement and my anatomy, like my sinus is pretty low. Usually people's sinuses are above their teeth. Mine's is like in the same area as my roots. That there was nothing that I could have done to prevent this type of pain, this type of sensitivity. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good about brushing, flossing, mouthwash, and limiting my sugar intake and drinking tons of water. She's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's because of your anatomy and all that. So it's a bummer. I asked her, like, what do I need to do about it? She told me that she recommends that I get a root canal. They don't do root canals at that office, so she recommended that I go to an not endocrinologist, endodontist. And then she recommended me a doctor that takes Medicaid and may be able to do something more affordable for me. I asked if I can get my tooth pulled out instead of doing a root canal because root canals suck for literally everybody involved. And she says she does not recommend me extracting this tooth because my sinus is so low that it'll cause even more infections and I will need even more treatment in the long run. So I'm just kind of annoyed by that whole situation. I was supposed to have a phone medical appointment earlier today, but I slept right through it because I was just so tired and so exhausted, even though all I did was go to the dental office and come home. I just did not have the energy that I wanted today. Social Nature sent me these free coupons. I've signed up with them for like the past year to get like free stuff. I think they're pretty cool. I got this new product called Aura Bora. It's like a sparkling water drink. And at first, I couldn't find it because Jewel's dark and like it's way down on the bottom shelf. I ended up getting the strawberry basil flavor because I just thought that sounded interesting. And here's what it looks like once I got it home. I filmed a little bit of footage because I plan on making a TikTok because I just started doing UGC content and like I'm still building my portfolio and stuff. Here's me on my way to the most unserious job literally ever. It's just gonna be one of those things where I sign a contract, I show up to work, and I get my money and go home, and I never see them again. This is me in the lobby. I just wanted proof that I was there. This is me listening to Sexy Red to try and stay awake because I'm not like actually doing any work today. And then here's Nicki Minaj because I actually started nodding off when I was sitting in the hotel. And yeah, so this is me eating a protein bar that Simply Protein sent me on Stack Influence. I've been snacking on these all week. I have the chocolate one for now. When I first showed up here, there were people here and they were sitting in those two chairs right there. And I was talking to them and then I was sitting in that chair. Like, asking them questions about the gig and stuff, and like I don't know if they got confused or they just like thought I was annoying, wanted to get rid of me or whatever, but they were so rude and dismissive. And like the guy closest to me like turned his back at me at one point, and then they started walking outside to go somewhere. And I was trying to ask them questions about it, and they just weren't really answering me. They just kept saying, take the shuttle," and just a lot. Um, so here is Native Foods. No matter what time, no matter what day I come to this restaurant, they are always doing construction over here. I have no idea what they're working on or why. But here is the inside of Native Foods. I came here to get a vegan double cheeseburger. Native Foods is an all vegan restaurant, like everything here is vegan. I think it's cool that we have vegan restaurants. That's really nice, and I try to support them when I can. So, yeah, here's me kind of walking downtown. I saw paper stores across the street, so I came over here to just kind of walk around and explore, but unfortunately, they're closed on the weekends, so I'm just kind of looking in the window to see, if I find anything that looks cool for me to look at next time I come during the week and I'm in this area. So, that was nice. That was fun, and I enjoyed the experience, but I decided to head over to Blick. I've never been to this location of Blick. I think it's been open for maybe like a year or so, but I haven't really been like downtown getting into stuff. So yeah, this is me just kind of looking in the street to make sure that I cross it safely, because getting hit by a car is like 0 out of 5 stars. Would not recommend. I don't want to do that again in life. So yeah, like this is what the outside looks like. And this sign is like really cool. It kind of catches your attention. It's very springy. And yeah, so this is like the front of the store where they have like a bunch of gimmicky novelty stuff. It kind of reminds me of when I used to go and like hang out in Urban Outfitters as a teenager and look at all their random stuff. That's the vibes that I was definitely kind of getting over here. Here's like a box of Pantone. I didn't know that they sold those, but with all the YouTubers making those videos where they paint them, I mean, I think it's smart. Here is the pencil section. Honestly, I prefer my colorful mechanical pencils over like traditional pencils and like traditional traditional mechanical pencils. Here's like an area where you can test out some art supplies. I'm gonna try out this pastel thing, just do a quick little doodle. I'm not really taking it too seriously. I'm just trying to figure out, what it's supposed to do, how it blends, how it feels, and just kind of like having fun playing around with it. And I really love when I go to art supply stores and I see these little boards. I always have to like stop what I'm doing and do a quick little doodle on them every time I see one of these in a store. And I think that's really fun. So here is some more of the store. It's bigger than what I thought. There's actually a basement in here. So it kind of feels like it's 2 stories, which is awesome. Because it kind of has the feel of the old store just a little bit, but it seems more playful. I had never seen pastel acrylic paint before. So I thought that it was cool to film this for you guys, just in case you didn't know that there was pastel acrylic art paint. And then here's the brushes, and just kind of like looking at the brush to kind of see like, is this something that I need? Is this something that I could use? I definitely want smaller, more detailed brushes to help me paint smaller and better. Because right now all my brushes are kind of like the fat kind for painting things at more size. Because I'm used to painting like portraits, but I'm trying to like incorporate more full size people, more poses, more people doing things and stuff. My ex-best friend had a boyfriend that I didn't like, and I sent her a picture of those finger cuts, and I told her that I got some condoms for her because they were both short and skinny, so that was fun. I'm nervous to try that Arches paper because of the hot press one is like really hard to work with if you're only used to working with cold press, and I haven't like brought myself to like actually upgrade to like professional watercolor paper. But these are like some toning cards and like erasers, markers, and all of that, just in case you've never been inside of a Blick. I'm not sure if this is like a national thing, but this is definitely like a Chicago art supply store chain. It's not like Michael's, it's like a fine art store, so they have frames, like these old frames, and like they have like little fake paintings in there, so you can see like how your art could look. I didn't know that people can come here and like cut their own canvas, and then next to it is like some wood, and like you can make your own canvas here, which I think is really cool because I am not a canvas using artist. But I can imagine that can be really helpful for someone that does like oil painting and stuff. I didn't get to go to paper source, but Blick had these paper that I like. It kind of reminds me of fabric. It just looks so fancy. I don't know what I would do with these papers, but like I just feel like I need to have them and like figure out what to do with them later. Like I don't know. Like maybe if I'm sending something like super fancy, like this could be like a part of the packaging, like a limited edition decorative packaging or like holiday gifts or something. I did not know that watercolor canvas boards existed. I've only seen one artist paint watercolors on a canvas, and she said that she primed a regular canvas with gesso, which is, the go-to thing for priming for artists. I didn't really understand why these markers were locked up. They were only like $5 each, and I'm seeing like more expensive markers in the store that were just kind of out. And I don't know if that was a pencil or what, but it was fun and wobbly. This kids section of Blick kind of reminds me of those Scholastic book fairs where you would get a bunch of random stuff. I saw a Mexican man selling ices, so I bought an icy to cool down because it was like 80 degrees when I got off work. And here's me on my way home. I passed the Lincoln Park Zoo, and then here's me back to work the next day. It was a little bit more fun the second day around than the first day around. I actually got to get out in the field and do some work and talk to people and just kind of have fun with it, have a good time. And here's the flyers that I was putting on.